All right, so we have set up the library, the dependencies, so include mm, everything is working fine. Uh, so you'll and I'm just directly going to work on this one file. I won't um, show the various ways in which we can modularize the code. Probably we can do that next time. But I just want to get all the information, basic information about SDL out. So the first step is to create a window. Let's say SDL, and let's call it G window and SDL renderer. Call it renderer. We need two things to show the first window. One is the window itself and the renderer. We will have a while loop that will keep running infinitely, and to make it stop, we will use a is running variable. If something goes wrong or when the user decides to close the loop or stop the SDL program is equal to, we initialize this variable to true, and let's set up the SDL first. So if SDL, oh sorry, init init everything. So if it is equal to 0, that means everything is working fine. And then we say that G window is equal to SDL. Now we create window. It's pretty intuitive actually. So the first argument will be the title. So let's call it a random title. Then we give the X and Y position on the screen, and then we give the length and width of the window, and then any random flags I will just leave it as a default, and then if not G window, then we set is running to false. Similarly, we create the renderer based on the uh, SDL window. So SDL create render and G window. Okay, so this is based on the window. The defaults, just stick with the defaults. And the tooltip will also give you all the information you need. If not G, so if not G renderer, then just set the is running to false. Then to false. Okay, and then we can have a while loop while is running. Let's say mm, I'm just debating whether to do the poll events now or not. So I won't do the poll events now. They should give us a window, and let's just see how we gracefully close the window. So G, so when we close the window, we basically have to destroy the renderer first. Uh, so it's a G renderer, sorry, and destroy renderer. And the second one is a D destroy window and G window. So this should give us a window. So we have a random titled window. Now let's do a poll event. So SDL event, I'm going to call it EVT. And in the while loop, so that's where inside of the while loop, we'll do all the drawing, all the polling, everything. So we'll say that SDL poll event and give a reference to the EVT variable. Then we can get the uh, type of event, and based on on the type of event, we'll set a whole bunch of st switch statements. So we set up the default, okay, and then the first case will be a SDL quit. Okay, and if it is a quit statement, then we break, and but before breaking, we set the is running to false. And I want to show you that even though the SDL window closes, that doesn't mean that our application needs to close. So SDL window you can use as like something you do with, you know, with other processing also. So we can say the SDL out. Okay, so SDL window closed, and I'm just going to put a. Okay, so this should work. Okay, so when I close the window, oh I didn't do a system pause. Sorry. So I didn't provide a way for the program uh, to still keep working. It just returned a zero. So I did a system pause now. So now it should display a message. So it's displaying the message window closed and then the system pause message, which is press any key to continue. So everything is working fine. Uh, so we can render text and we can render, I mean, images and play some animation with this. So, but first, and yeah, and also to get a video game going, we need to have at least the keyboard controls. So let's see this case. So case SDL key down, and it's all capital, so caps lock, all caps. Set the break first. Now if uh, event dot key dot keysim dot sim, we can just actually let's just print out the key symbol. Sorry, stdc. What am I doing? Okay, so this will give us the key symbol, and if we want to get the key name, so I'm just going to put a lot of cap and just, and you can do a key name is equal to, so first we do the code, then we do the key name, and then the key name will be SDL get key name, and then we take the event dot key dot keysim dot sim. Okay, so this should give us the this will just log the key controls. So we have to click in this, and then so I pressed escape, then I press enter, which is return, right?